Selling high ticket is not as scary as it sounds, and anyone can do it as long as they develop the right offer that commands a heavier investment. So in this video, I'm going to talk to you about the benefits of selling high ticket and also how to start to develop a high ticket product or service so that you can create a sustainable business that's built to scale. Welcome to the Healers Podcast, the #1 destination for healers, coaches, and counselors who are ready to take their businesses to the next level. What's up, friends? It's Lisa Roulette, founder of the Healers Podcast, the Make More Money system for healers, coaches, and counselors, and your Ascension Guide. The new channel lineup is as follows. Mondays will be our business videos. Wednesday will be our more spiritual ascension videos. So if you're here for business, come on Mondays. If you're here for spiritual ascension, come on Wednesdays. And if you're here for both, we'll see you 2 times a week. Thank you so much for your patience as we're adding the business component to the channel. I really appreciate your support and your continued patience. If you love this video, please make sure you like, comment, share, and consider subscribing if you dig my vibe. In today's episode, we are talking about high ticket sales, which anybody can do, including you. Now, before we begin, let's define what a high ticket sale is. Now, in some industries, high ticket sales are $100,000. But I think generally speaking, for healers, coaches, and counselors, high ticket begins around $1,000 and can go all the way up to $10,000. We are not really an industry that commands that massive of a price, but at the same time, we are becoming that type of industry as we continue to make more and more impact on humanity at this time. So let's just call it at the $1,000 mark is when you start to eke into the high ticket range. And remember, you don't need to create an offer that immediately sells at $10,000. In fact, in the Make More Money system, what I encourage you to do is to start with a beta that sells anywhere around $497 to $1,000 or $997 so that you can get really comfortable with the selling process. You can get results and use those results to raise the price over time as you prove your offer. Okay. So not getting super scared that it's a, $20,000, $100,000 offer. I would say just start around thinking like, I'd really like to start selling around $1,000 and then scale up to maybe $10,000. So now that we know what high ticket selling is in our industry, generally speaking, from about $1,000 to about $10,000, what are the benefits of high ticket selling? Well, there's the obvious, you're going to make a lot more money, and with more income, you can have more impact. But then there is the notion of scalability, where you can grow your business exponentially while not giving away your time for dollars. So that leads to more personal and financial freedom, which we all want. And the third, and I think the most important, is that when you sell high ticket, you tend to attract a higher quality client. And that's really important because higher quality clients who are willing to invest in their transformation and invest in you as a transformational leader are the ones that are going to experience the longest lasting outcomes. Those people don't necessarily have endless pockets. Those people oftentimes stretch their pockets in order to invest in you. But if you are doing the work and you're genuinely driving a transformation, you should be able to command those prices ethically and unapologetically. Everyone needs help and assistance along their path. And if what you do for an individual is going to change their lives, you, my friend, should charge accordingly for it. So what does a high ticket offer look like? Well, a high ticket offer is deeply transformative. It takes someone along a transformational path from their pain to their pleasure. So their life really needs to be genuinely changed when you finish your work with them. Now, a high ticket offer tends to have lots of experiences along the transformational path. So it's really important to keep in mind when you're designing your high ticket offer, not to jam it packed with information. It is transformation that sells. And so people tend to experience transformation when they have experiences. So if you're designing your transformative journey, remember that we are experiential beings. And if you just give people journal entries or take them through just nonsense and minutia, which I see all too often in courses that people create, then you're going to lose your clients and you're not going to be able to command a high ticket price. You've got to be able to drive them through an experience that truly transforms their lives. So how do you sell high ticket? Well, the first and most important thing is that you become an authority and an expert in your niche. Now, a lot of people don't like it when I say niche down, but here's the thing, okay? When you niche down, you give yourself an opportunity to become an authority and an expert. I see all these healers, coaches, and counselors doing all the things for all the people, and they're not recognized as an authority or an expert because they're talking about too many things. Remember, when you focus on one thing, you give your energy to it and it grows. So the more you focus on that one thing for that one dream client, the more likely you are to be recognized as that authority and that expert. And when you start to behave like an authority and an expert, not in a superficial way, but in a tenure sort of way, you start to become magnetic to dream clients. So don't listen to people when they say, I'm not going to niche down. Niche down. You can always grow from there. You can become an authority and an expert in a million different things once you become an authority and expert in one thing. You have to establish that credibility at that very high level first, one time at least, in order to get the recognition that you need in order to ultimately sell high ticket and become a magnet to dream clients. Now, once you become an authority and an expert, you're going to need clarity. You're going to need a lot of clarity about what you actually do as the outcome. When you take that client from a place of pain to a place of pleasure, what is the outcome? You're going to need to be able to clearly communicate and demonstrate that you can do that. We don't always sell high ticket right off the bat. Earlier, I talked about having a $497 price point, building up to a $1,000 price point, maybe building up to a $2,500 price point, and then scaling to maybe $10,000 if that's where you want to take your product or service. But the point is to make sure that you can deliver on the outcome. As long as your client is willing to do the work they need to do in order to get to the outcome, you need to do your work in order to help lead them toward that outcome. And then you're going to need people to experience the outcome so that you can clearly communicate that, yes, actually, this does happen, and I can show you how Jane, Bob, and Susie did it. And the third thing you need to do to sell high ticket coaching is connection to people, right? You've got to be able to be connected to a community that shares the pain point that you solve. We talk a lot about how connection equals currency. So the more connected you are to the right people, the more likely you are not only to gain currency, but to increase conversions, okay? Conversions are when you take a lead into a sale and you convert them to a client, right? So you want to make sure that you're consciously curating a community that is designed to convert. Really important. Those are 4 C's. Consciously curating a community designed to convert. And that will be very easy when you demonstrate that you are the authority and the expert on this transformational journey leading a dream client from a place of pain to a place of pleasure, and you're able to demonstrate those outcomes. You will have people knocking at your door for your high ticket offer. So if you're ready to start selling high ticket, let me know in the comments below. And if you love the video, make sure you like and share it with someone you love that's in the spiritual healing, coaching, or counseling industries so that they can be inspired to start making more money. And in the links in the description of the video below is the Make More Money Starter Kit, which is completely free and is all yours. That will get you on the path to making a lot more money and being able to charge high ticket.